Good morning, it is Meredith and today I'm going to start yet another day in my life. So today is Sunday, August 15th, and actually I have a lot of plans. Sorry, I'm very itchy. I have a lot of mosquito bites. So I have a lot of plans, and today I'm meeting up with a friend and we're going to do a bunch of free stuff in New York City. So I'm going to take you along with me and hopefully it's going to be a very exciting day. At least it'll be exciting for me. I don't know how much footage I'll be able to take. So I've been up since about 6:30 and I've been kind of looking at what to do for free in New York. And I've been kind of snagging free tickets as I see things coming up. We have tickets for a pop-up event that I actually got an email about. It's like St. Germain, so it's a liqueur event. But the reason why I really wanted to go is because it also features the American Ballet Theater, which is my favorite ballet company in New York City. I know a lot of people are partial to the New York City Ballet, but personally I enjoy ABT a lot more. So we're going to go to that. I also have some tickets to Little Island, which is the new park in Chelsea. We may or may not make it, I don't know. But I have tickets at 1 and then again at 5 because there are some performances going on there, including the opera and then ballet. So then I have, not ballet, tap dancing. Very different. Ballet versus tap dancing is very different. So I have tickets for that. And then also I was just found online through Instagram that there's actually an Allure pop-up. So this is very watery now. I don't know what's going on. The Allure pop-up like shop, it actually isn't really a pop-up. It looks pretty permanent from what I researched online, but they have a couple of events today, including some hair care event, which, you know, I need help with my hair, and then also an event with Decorté, which is a brand that's actually featured in this month's box from Allure Beauty Box. It looks like they are sampling a lot of free products and giving away gift bags. And you know me, I love free samples and free gift bags, so I picked up some tickets for that too. So that's the plan and I will take you along with me, but for right now I have to go make my coffee because I'm feeling very sluggish. I woke up slightly earlier than I expected, but yeah. So it is sometime later and I'm going to get ready for the day. So I snagged a couple of tickets as I mentioned earlier, so I think I might be out pretty much all day, so hopefully this makeup lasts. We shall see. It's not supposed to be quite as hot, but it is semi-humid, so I don't know how well this makeup is going to stay on. Also, my mosquito bites are so itchy, but I think I want to wear pants because it looks really bad. I also hope the trains aren't quite as delayed. So I went out during the middle of the day to Brooklyn, as I sure you saw, on Friday, and it said to take the C train, which is normally fine, but for some reason the C train was getting stuck in every station. I mean, I was going to transfer to the A, but the A was also very stuck in every station. So basically it took like maybe a minute or so. No, it was definitely more than a minute because I listened to a couple of songs a few times at each station because there was like so much train traffic, even during the midday, so that was very strange for me. But yeah, that's why it took so much longer than it was anticipated to take when I was going to Brooklyn. So the event I'm going to first, they do require vaccination, so that's great, because honestly my friend and I were a little bit concerned that there was not going to be any sort of social distancing and things, just because it's like a pop-up event for like Instagram and things like that, so we kind of thought that it was going to be very crowded. But honestly, one of the people I follow on Instagram, I chatted with her a little bit on Friday because she went and she said it was very not crowded, but it could have just been because it was a weekday. Honestly, I probably should have gone on Friday, but I didn't want to really go alone. We will see how Sunday is. I do know that they were limiting reservations just because of like restrictions and things. So I was able to get tickets, but I do think it was a little bit difficult, and I think the tickets sold out pretty quickly. They weren't like cost any money, but they only had a select number of the free tickets available. So I did my eyes first before my eyebrows, so let me do my eyebrows because that was a very jarring look. So one of my friends and I were just discussing unlimited paid time off. Do you have unlimited paid time off, and do you ever use the unlimited amount of paid time off? So I mean, in Korea, paid time off is like, you only get, I think it's like set by law, and I think it's like 14 days. But here in America, it's not set by law or anything. So I've had like various different experiences at my different companies in terms of how much paid time off you have, how many personal days you have, sick days, and all that sort of thing, on top of like the federal holidays and how they're enforced. But yeah, I'm just kind of curious about whether or not you actually use the unlimited amount of paid time off, because I feel like one of my last companies was unlimited paid time off, but I always felt like awkward, and nobody really took paid time off in general. I don't know why I was going to do that next. I'm going to do this next, the Kill Black. So I'm just wondering if that was just like a me problem, or if it was like a common problem, because I did watch the Millennial Money, I think that was what it was, or Make It or something on CNBC. And I always like watching their segments because it's very interesting, because I don't really know that much about many different jobs. But there was a saying that people with unlimited paid time off typically don't take as much paid time off just because you feel obligated to work. Now I'm going to do my powder. I was almost going to do it out of order. But again, I don't want it to be like too powdery on the part that's covered by mask, just because it gets like kind of humid in there, so then it kind of, the powder cakes up a little bit, so it looks kind of bad once I take off my mask, which eventually I'll have to do, because I mean, it's an alcohol event, so you're trying some of the alcohol, so I eventually do need to take off my mask. I'm very excited to see the ballet. It's been a couple of years, obviously, but in 2019, I think I saw the entire seasons, like the entire year. Like one of my things is that I have this theater discount pack. So you're able to do it. It's called TDF, and it costs, I think it's like $110 per year for the membership, but you get like highly discounted rates on tickets for like Broadway shows, ballet, off-Broadway, orchestra, opera. I'm just like naming the things I've done. So I mean, it pays for itself very easily within the first show, especially if you go to like Broadway or something like that. But the thing is you can't choose your tickets, so it's just like whatever the theater has for remaining tickets, they have available for TDF members to purchase. Sometimes for like the ballet, I was basically in the orchestra area, where it usually costs like $100+ per ticket, but I only paid $10, so that was a great deal for me, because I love the ballet. It's just like it's not super duper affordable unless you are able to do that TDF. So today I do think I'm going to put on some lip product, just because I think I got a little bit on my mouth. Okay, so this is going to be the finished look for today, and again, I'm going to take you along with me, and I will probably head out to SOHO in probably like a half an hour or so. I just want to have enough time so that I'm not super rushed and not stressed out and not sweating, basically. So I'll take you along with me on my journey and whatever I do today. So stay tuned for that. So I'm trying to figure out how to use my DJI Pocket 2, and I think I just discovered how to do it with my phone. Sorry for my timer. But yeah, this is kind of interesting, I guess. I just don't know how to make it so it's not super duper warped, I guess. I just refilled that bottle of water that I purchased before I went to the Met, whatever day that was, Thursday. So now I'm ready to go to SOHO to meet up with my friend. I took out my trash, but I forgot sunscreen, so I have to go back in. didn't join the song. She just went to the So I am obviously home, but I don't think I ever showed you my what's it called, bouquet. So actually what happened was it got really busy, so they actually handed my friend and myself the sample ones, but it was really funny because both of us actually got the sample bouquet that we actually wanted. So this is what it looks like. Since I'm going out of town, I'm going to try to dry it, so I have it hanging on a doorknob right now, but I'm going to try to dry the flowers while I'm away. But this is the bouquet I got at the event. So I am back home. So honestly, it took a long time to get home. So it turns out that apparently today the A train was running along the F line. Anyway, so I should have taken the cue when everyone got very confused and started looking and then bailed off of the train at Port Authority, but I was very engrossed in my book. I was on the epilogue of my Making Asian America book, so I was very much into finishing that. So I didn't hear the announcement, so that was on me. And I actually ended up on the east side, almost to Queens, but luckily I was like, wow, this train is going very strange location. So then I looked up and I was like, oh shoot, I'm on Lexington, so I had to jump out. So that stunk because the next train going back to Port Authority didn't come for another 20 minutes, and then I was waiting for that one, and then once I got to Port Authority I had to change trains again, and that one also did not come for a very long time, so I had to wait a very long time. I almost ordered an Uber, but the issue is in New York City you actually have to pay a fee if you have an Uber below 96th Street, just so you know. It's like a congestion tax or something, so it was going to be a very expensive Uber ride, so I decided to just wait it out. So yeah, basically we went to a couple of restaurants. One for lunch, we went to Thai Diner. That has been on my list for a while. It's owned by the same people who own Uncle Boone's, and then what previously used to be Uncle Boone's sister, which I went to a few times in the past before it closed. So I believe, actually, maybe, this might be wrong, Thai Diner I think is in the same location as Uncle Boone's sister used to be, but I might be wrong about that, but it was very good. I highly recommend it. The food and the flavors are really delicious. I would say that it is slightly on the spicy side, so if you're not really a spice fan, you may need to think about it, but they did have some interesting sort of, they had like a Thai tea French toast, and they also had like things like burgers and stuff like that. So after lunch we ended up going to the Allure event. It was the shampoo event. I can't remember the name of the company. Hold on. Susteau. So they actually make a waterless shampoo, so it's like a shampoo powder. Unfortunately, they weren't giving out any samples unless you brought in recycled products like containers and things. So I was very upset because I didn't know that when I RSVP'd on Eventbrite that was a thing. Otherwise I would have brought my entire tote bag. So as you know, I go through a lot of products in my empties videos, but I save all of the containers because I'm trying to figure out how to recycle them. So the answer was I could have brought it to the event today and got a lot of shampoo powder for free. So that kind of stinks, but they said they're going to do another one next week. Not next week. They're going to do another one next month. So I'll probably try to keep an eye out for that. It looks like they do a lot of events at that Allure pop-up, like not pop-up, that storefront. So I do have a couple of more RSVPs that I already put in. One is for Hey Honey, and I think I'm going to try to just keep an eye on that events list on that store, just because it was really fun. So then we went over to the alcohol events. So I don't know if I explained this. I had tickets to go to the Saint Germain Elderflower Liqueur event pop-up. So it was like a florist sort of themed event, so it's like florist themed. So it was really well themed. It was really a great event. Inside they had a choreographed performance of ballet from the American Ballet Theater, and then they also had given us a ticket, and we got to have 2 cocktails, and we also received 1 bouquet. So I have a clip that I took of my bouquet, so it kind of looks a little bit worse for wear now, but hopefully I was able to take one in the pop-up event. I'm not sure if I did. And then after that we ended up going, so we had a couple of hours to kill. But we ended up actually just shopping around in SOHO. So we went to my favorite thrift store. The one in SOHO actually has a bookstore connected to it, well, not connected to it, next door to it. So Housing Works is, as you know, one of my favorite thrift stores in the city. So yeah, actually I ended up buying something, and so did my friend at that store. We both had been looking for certain pieces, and oddly enough we were able to find exactly what we had been eyeing or looking for ourselves. So I ended up buying a J. Crew wool blazer. So I think I have a video of me trying it on. So I tried it on actually over a sweater and I think 2 shirts, because I had an undershirt and a t-shirt on. So it fit a little bit loose even with all those clothing is on, but I was kind of looking for an oversized sort of blazer, and it felt really good quality. I checked all the seams and everything, nothing looked super worn out. And it was the classic wool blazer from J. Crew, and that's honestly pretty expensive, but I've been eyeing it for probably since college, and I just haven't been able to like justify purchasing it. So when I saw it there, I purchased it. It was $35, so that was a great price in my opinion. So I'm very excited with that. After we left there, we actually went back to Allure because I had tickets for another one of their pop-up events. So we actually went to it, and it was the Decorté event. So I picked up another sample, and this one is the Liposome Moisture Liposome. So this is the serum that could have been in the August box for Allure. So this was a great opportunity. I learned and kind of talked with some of the staff of the Decorté brand. So let me show you this, because I don't think I've shown you this before, but this is what it looks like here. And this one is 15 mLs or 0.5 fluid ounces. So I'm very excited to have this in my collection. So they also had been talking about the lip oil. So if you're ever in New York City and you want to just take a look at some of the products that Allure Beauty Box has, or some of the award winners for the Allure brand, like best of brands, they always have them in that storefront, so I can try to remember to put the address below for you. So that was about it, but we did end up going to dinner. So we went to an early dinner and we went to Cocoron. So I haven't been to Cocoron in quite a while. It's actually like a soba restaurant. It specializes in soba. One problem is it is cash only, so remember that. They actually opened up a new market. We forgot to go in after we finished eating, but they had like fruit sandos there. They also had pottery, I guess, and some other things, and they also had the kakigori, so that was quite nice as well. So kakigori is like shaved ice, like Japanese style. So we both had our soba, and it was really good. Also, the other thing is the bathroom wasn't super clean. I mean, it was clean, but it wasn't like super aesthetically pleasing. So the one in the morning that I went to in Thai diner, so that's the one thing I need to remember to do in all my blogs and vlogs, is to tell you about bathrooms. So in New York City, as you know, bathrooms are hard to come by. Thai diner had a really clean, really nice bathroom. The bathroom in Cocoron was a little bit iffy, and to be honest, mainly I wanted to go there to wash my hands with soap and water, and it was just kind of grungy looking in there. It wasn't dirty, it was just kind of dark and grungy looking. So I'm gonna wait for my parents to call, just because we're trying to coordinate like meeting up tomorrow. So after I finish the call, I will check back in with skincare. So we have established the plan, and I think I might be heading over to New Jersey a little bit early just because I wanted to take a look at some things. So I'll take you along with me on that. But let me just do my skincare for today. So I'm going to start with the Dr. Zenobia Peel Pads. Louis by Jeansaw. My legs are so itchy. I don't know how I'm getting so many mosquito bites in the city, but I am. Decided to put it on my smile lines too. Going to finally show you how I use this. So I have been using it for the past week or so. I think it's okay. I still don't think I'm seeing too many results from it. It's only been a week or so. Also, I got it all in my hair just now, so that's fun. Trying to use this still. I don't think I'm purchasing this again. Also, my hands are very full of moisturizer. Maybe this is not happening today. Okay, so this is going to be the end of today's vlog. I hope it was interesting. I took you to another part of New York that I haven't shown you quite yet. And I actually got a lot of stuff done today. I'm actually kind of surprised, but I also feel like this might be why I'm so tired, is because I spent a lot of time outside. Honestly, I did not drink enough water today either, so since I've been home, I drank 4 glasses of water, and I've only been home about an hour at this point. No, not even an hour, like 45 minutes at this point. So I'm slowly but surely getting my hydration back in line. So again, I'm going to start my vacation vlogging starting from tomorrow. So this will be where I'm with my parents about half the day, so I will probably have a little bit of time here. I have some things I need to do for my new job, so I'll have to take care of those things, and then I also have to pack up my electronics and my like daily medicine sort of things, so I'll show you that as well. And then I have to kind of test out wearing that backpack, just because I'm going to be going someplace where I have to wear the backpack fully, so we shall see. So I will take you along with me tomorrow on my journey, and I will try to show you something fun and exciting in New Jersey. So I'll talk to you then. Bye.